Ba-dum bum bum bum.
Slap back, Jack Frat. Slap back, Jack Frat.
Slap back,
Jelly Frat.
slap back,
Jelly Frat.
slap back.
Hello and welcome to Slapback Chat Frat. This is our Christmas edition.
Ho ho ho.
Oh.
Ho ho ho.
How's everybody doing? Are you guys all right?
Reindeer.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're
We
not
keeping
doing
it in?
this. Yeah, I'm glad we're not doing it live.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that. That's it. You're gonna.
Yeah, I'm alright. Dave, that's a nice Christmas jumper you got on there. Very festive. Beautiful.
Yeah, well, obviously you guys didn't get the memo, or I got a different memo. I thought we were all Christmasing up.
It's my Christmas shirt I'm wearing, so don't worry about it.
I'll wear under my
You're going to have to
Christmas jumper.
explain in what regard that is a Christmas shirt.
Because the blue and white represents the icy North Pole where Santa lives, and on the back it's just got a massive Christmas tree that you can't see because I'm facing this way. But if I was to turn around, which I'm not going to do because it's inconvenient. I'm in actually quite a small space. Well, you can't see it because I've gone for the high-tech option. It looks like I'm in, I don't know, like a kid's stomach who's eating a pack of wine gums. But
You're in a shaman video.
Are you in a toilet?
I'm in a toilet in every respect. Old life in the toilet.
Actually, no. It looks like you're in a global hypercolor t-shirt.
Well, thank you very much. Just watch as I get more animated. It'll change as my sweat levels increase. If it doesn't change, you guys haven't excited me.
How much are you sweating now?
Well, actually, not much right now, but under the pits, there's a pretty strong afterbirth of sweat.
Wow, that's a
yeah.
wonderful image.
Yeah, I've birthed a lot of sweat today because I did a presentation, and it was my last kind of thing, my last work thing of the year, and I had lost all motivation, enthusiasm, and any sense of professionalism. So I cobbled together the worst presentation. It was just really bad. From presentations that I'd given like 3 years ago, and then I didn't run it through. I didn't practice. I didn't look at any of the slides. I just Frankenstein monstered the presentation together. Looked at it for about 10 minutes before, and then as I was doing it, I started sweating profusely because I realised, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the next slide is. I don't know what point I'm trying to make. It didn't have that was the main thing. I was trying to follow. I don't know if you've ever done this, but as I was doing it, I was trying to make sense of it myself and think like, what am I saying? It's a surprise to me. Like, what's the point of everything that I'm going?
No, we're your mates. We're used to trying to make sense of stuff that you say.
Well, yeah, but see, that's it. You're my mates. This was a group of people in Sweden who I'd never met before. So they were quite polite about it, but there was definitely, I detected a strong kind of current of in the questions of like, so
what's happened?
What's happened?
What the fuck?
Why did you say all that stuff? Are you all right? Is everything okay?
And whilst you were talking about this presentation, I imagined you in a room, in a sort of...
Well, this background, that was the first thing that threw me off.
You did it on the internet, yeah?
I did it on the internet, yes. I'm using the internet a lot lately, actually. I don't know about you guys, but I think it'll catch on.
Yeah, I'm 7.
Early adopter. I say go for it. 2 thumbs up. You heard it here first.
The thing that interests me is that you said that currently you weren't sweating much. Now, I happen to know that humans sweat on average 10 to 14 litres a day of fluid. So even resting you are still sweating quite a lot. You might just have got used to it, but
But no one else has. I just want you to know that it might seem normal to you, but it's not. It's not okay. But yeah, as I started talking and realizing that I didn't really know what I was saying, then Pit started getting really, really, really sopping. Yeah, it was quite nasty.
Did you get a hot back? Did you get a hot lower back?
You know what, I just get a headache when those kind of things happen. I get a really bad headache. Obviously this is all Christmas themed, but as you know, when you're basically having like a live anxiety dream, I just start getting a headache because I think I'm getting dehydrated because all of the liquid in my body is coming out my armpits. But also, I'm fighting this voice in my head that's just going, "Mate, you're a wanker. What are you doing? Why did you do this?
You are falling apart.
You are falling apart live."
On Zoom.
Live on Zoom. Watch a man shit out his career. Yeah, but I had it was, it's been a long year. I'm tired. I didn't really have the motivation to try and do anything more, and so I knew the risks going in, so that's all right. Anyway, it's all over now. Christmas, so and everything's looking up. 2021,
looking rosy.
2021. That's going to be the year. Mark my words. That's going to be.
I think you'll probably get yourself a nice. Now that all the work's done, get yourself a nice long rest at home. Spend a bit of quality time with the family.
Yeah.
Chill the F out indoors.
Be nice to stay indoors for a bit.
Yeah, stay indoors for a bit. Enjoy a few creature comforts. Watch some TV.
Oh, that's a nice thought. Yeah, a bit of TV. Got any other tips?
Eat in. And eat in.
Yeah, cook. Maybe I could cook myself and then eat the meal I've cooked. Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of lions, of course. That's the lovely thing about having a child is you can just say to them,
chill out, mate.
Do you just want to chill out for a couple of days? Because
I need a week wind down.
Dad, wind your neck in because Dad's really not feeling it. I'm just falling apart live on Zoom. Can you give it a little bit less on that? Yeah. So Anya's already given me my list of things that I should be doing tomorrow. So very much out of the frying pan into the fire. I'm going to hang a mirror. But like a big heavy one, so we have to drill it into the wall. Other stuff. Anyway, how about other people? This is I'm falling apart on Skype.
I was going to say, is this better or worse in your presentation?
Oh, this is so much better. This is so much better. It's, and that gives you a kind of benchmark. What are people doing for Christmas? What are you? Yeah. What? So is everyone just staying put where you are?
I'm gonna get inside a big Zorb and go to my family house. That's some sort of bubble child.
Oh, did you see that? The Flaming Lips. They did a gig where everyone was in a Zorb.
Yeah, that looks amazing. That is.
Oh, that's good.
Future of gigs.
Yeah, if anything sticks from COVID, that should be the one of the many benefits is
Zorb gigs.
Yeah, everyone in a Zorb for a gig.
My concern is if you're a sort of single man about town and you think I'll go to the gig tonight, and you turn up at the gig and you're already see some lovely ladies there, and they go, "This is a Zorb gig," and you're like, "Oh, Zorb, don't know what that is, but yeah, sign me up." You get popped in that ball, you ain't getting within 6 foot of anybody all night.
Yeah, well, you say that, but you get a tinted Zorb, so you can invite your lady in and nobody knows what's going on.
You could still push your genitals up against the outside of the Zorb, so that just to at least give an impression of like this is the kind of thing that this is the goods, Yeah, like pushing a plucked turkey against a butcher's window.
You got to
just selling it to the whole venue.
So if you Zorb to your family, Dan,
Yeah.
Why not make it a little bit of interactive fun and get them all to line up in the garden, and you could run towards them like a kind of human box. Skittles.
That is what we're gonna do. So, yeah.
Yeah, not fun for them, but what a Christmas day for you.
It's the only thing I asked for. It's all
Get
I asked
back on
for.
your feet, stop crying. This is Danny's Christmas.
Shut up, Gran.
Don't want a 7-10 split.
What about you, Fontas? What's the plan?
Italian Christmas dinner here.
All right.
Italian?
Yeah, my housemate's half Italian, so we're doing Italian Christmas dinner. We did regular Christmas dinner yesterday.
Nice.
Lovely.
And then, well, because everyone was supposed to be going home, right? And then now no one is going home, so we've got double Christmas dinner. So, yeah, a 6-course monstrosity. So, yeah, it should be pretty good.
And is that like, I don't know much about Italian cuisine, but, presumably it's pizza to start with. Yep. Spaghetti bolognese,
pizza,
followed by Napolini ice cream.
Probably a bit of Gino Ginelli, I would have thought, Russ. Gino
Ginelli.
It's just 6 courses of Gino Ginelli. Gino.
Just as they do in the Roma.
Yeah, sometimes we stick the Gino and the Ginelli together. It's pretty powerful stuff.
Your starter, sir, is frozen Gino Ginelli. For the main, liquid Gino Ginelli.
Super.
Super de Gino Ginelli.
Your dessert, sir, evaporated Gino Ginelli.
I think we've just lost our entire audience with that set of stereotypes.
And as we say in Italy, bon appetit and Gino Ginelli.
There's going to be a lot of that.
So, are all your housemates still present and correct then, Fontes?
Yeah. Well, no.
You mean are they alive?
So it's like, everyone's literally was going to be one person in, and they were going to invite their family round, and then they became 2 people, then became 4, and then now it's everyone. Everyone's here. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you going home, or were you always staying?
Oh no, I was originally going home until a couple of weeks ago, and then everything changed. So yes, I am stuck in Nottingham.
What's it going to be like being like eventually we all graduate from our family home to having Christmas at our own home. This is your first year, Ollie. What are you gonna start any new traditions?
Well, no. I'm just going to try and do all the things I would do in normal family home.
Yeah. Run us through those things, please.
Oh, God.
That's drinking a whole bottle of whiskey.
Cooking your
it's wake up
getting a little bit too truthful with your mum and telling her some ill-advised secrets about your life.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget, arriving home on Christmas Eve.
That's fine. Or voicemail, that works.
Hey, Mum, get on the Zoom.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just tried. I don't know how to make it like a Cornwall Christmas. I don't know how to do that.
Past
difficult. Going to be very inconsistent at best. I'm going to be cooking most of the day anyway. So
we're going to have the Christmas Eve catch up. Is that correct? We're going to get involved in that.
What's going on?
Christmas Eve catch up, Ollie.
Christmas Eve catch up.
Wow, I thought this was Christmas Eve at the catch up.
This is our pre-Christmas Eve. This is our pre-Christmas Eve catch-up.
Pre-Christmas Eve catch-up. Okay, yeah. Christmas Eve catch-up. What time is that starting?
Well, this is basically the planning meeting for the main event.
This is
and then, the pre-Christmas Eve catch-up is largely a kind of that's more administrative, to be honest, because this is planning the Christmas Eve catch-up administration meeting, which leads on to the Christmas Day Slapback Chat Frat live stream. So
12-hour stream.
24
hours. This is really where the dogs get to decide what's happening. When we get to the Christmas Eve catch-up, it's the worker bees. They'll be mingling, chit-chatting, whatever. But this is where the real conversation, where we review, over the next 4 to 5 hours, we review the year, and then we just pick out the best bits.
Yeah.
And we filter that into the crowd for Christmas Eve to Christmas Day and Boxing Day party Zoom.
So it's our way of looking back at the year and saying, taking stock, what are we happy with, Slapback Chat Frat wise? What could we do to increase our revenue? What can we do to push our listeners up? What can we do? Other
endorsements.
Exactly, yeah. Franchising.
Live tour.
Could we franchise this out to
How's that Korean
to Italy, for example? Gino Genetic Slapback franchise.
Could we double turnover and half profits?
Well, exactly. These are the kind of big questions that now we need to ask. Once we get onto the admin meeting tomorrow, then it's more crossing the T's and dotting the I's. You know, but now we're thinking.
This is blue sky, big talk.
Yeah. Is this a podcast or is it a theme park? So it's those kind of questions, you know, that we just need to finalise.
We need
You don't even refer to it as a thing anymore. Is it more of an action? It feels more like a verb to me. It feels more like attack.
Yeah, it feels more like an adjective punching a verb, if I'm honest. Whilst a noun looks on going, what? I don't know.
Like a pre-pronoun with
Yes, could we call it iPhones? Because I know they're popular. Just iPhone.
Yeah, maybe bracket it at the end. Slapback Chat Frat brackets
iPhone Italy.
Because sponsored by Gino Genetic.
This should increase our Google Analytics search results.
Yeah, because every time that's a great idea, Russ. Every time someone's searching YouTube for iPhone, 1 in a million times will pop up and they'll be like,
wait a minute.
Maybe we should just start calling it, like, I don't know, each episode, this amazing hack will make your iPhone twice as powerful. Doctors hate her because of her skincare regime or whatever,
So that's what we need to just hash out now.
Just hash it out. Let's get that all.
So anyway, and enough of the bullshit. Fonts, your presentation.
If you could focus
you were supposed to prepare something. So
fonts. I know you've done the whole year, but if you could focus on Q2 and Q3 for me, just a little bit about what you've done in terms of vector sales and increasing revenue, merchandise, and audience share, and a couple of RPIs and KPIs. Just touch on those.
Touch on those.
Dave,
Russ, I've done all of them. There we go.
But yeah.
Okay, well.
Didn't think that was possible.
And then Dave, it's on to you for, don't worry about the analytics too much. Just focus on the first couple of data points. And
Dave, if you could give us detail, what we really want. So Font has achieved an incredible amount there. I didn't even think he'd get half of it. And what would be great if you could flesh it out with just a few numbers. Just a few numbers would help.
Crunch a few numbers, Dave. Just crunch them up.
I'm liking 5. 5 is the first number I'm going for. 73, and also 12.5.
Oh,
nice.
Well, that's 3 very interesting numbers, actually, and they relate to each other.
Yes, they do.
Okay, good.
Can you achieve all those numbers, Dave? Are you confident?
I think 12.5 is going to be a stretch. That'll be our stretch number.
Yeah.
Okay?
Maybe just 12. Yeah.
I think we've got to look to push the envelope in this regard.
I'd like to.
How many envelopes are you buying?
Stretchy ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, to be honest, I thought going into this you hadn't done your homework, but hats off to you, sir, because egg on my face, you crunch those numbers. They are very crunchy. They've been in there. Those numbers have been in the oven for hours.
Yeah.
Very crunchy numbers.
Marinated.
And so Dan, just take us home with the big idea.
The big idea. Well, yeah. I mean, it's all as expected, really. So
yeah.
So I'm happy if you're happy. So
Do we
I'm
need a
not
vote?
happy.
I mean, as long as you're happy, I am so happy. And even if you're not happy, I'm.
You're still happy.
I'm relatively happy.
I would like to vote, though. I would like a vote if we could just have a shareholder vote.
Yeah.
I really want to
Those
say
in
that to someone in real life. So, like, I'm happy if you're happy. For them to say, I'm not happy. And then to be like, I'm still happy.
I'm still okay. I'm okay with that.
Is it bad that I'm all right actually still?
That's affected me.
Yeah.
Okay, so those in favour then.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so motion passed.
Motion passed. Yep. We'll let the investors know.
Yeah.
They'll be pretty pleased with what we've presented.
It's good to see the share price going up.
Yeah. And in terms of negotiating with our core fan base, and kind of just increasing face-to-face analytic feedback, reactions, where are we at with that? Because
we're doubling it.
We're doubling it. Fucking hell. So Beth and someone else.
One more.
Fucking hell. Okay. Well,
I don't like it. Let's keep it in house. Let's not get too big.
No, we need to outsource. We do need to, revenueize this and push it into a new field.
I still like the idea of franchising this out to other places. Like there was an American Office. Why can't there be a Turkish slapback chat frat?
Fontes, you could grow the mustache again.
I could get the mustache back. That'd help it, wouldn't it?
You could be the Dan Reed of the Turkish slapback.
Tadrido.
We've got the Italians and the
I wasn't sure what it was that's missing from your face, but it is the moustache, which was fantastic.
How was it getting rid of that bad boy?
It was possibly the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't. No, it's horrible. As soon as I took it off, it was just like, oh my god, face. It was amazing. So yeah, obviously not as visually entertaining as it would have been, but yeah, sadly,
it did.
Yeah, your face has lost something.
Yeah.
I would say, like, it took a very short amount of time for me to get used to it on you. And initially a little bit distracting, and then actually, no, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass here. Very becoming.
Yeah.
It was.
It
very becoming.
A lot of fans over its short month-long.
Oh my
period.
god! Could we set up for next year?
Got its own Twitter page, isn't it?
Yeah. Could we have get its own socials?
Only fans for Ollie's moustache.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down with that.
For $5.99, I'll further my lip.
Well, I think the thing is, Fonts, because it was quite a big moustache. So like all of everyone's facial hair on here, it's not got I don't think any of it's getting past that kind of stage where anything's getting into the lip, is it? That's once it starts getting into the mouth, that's
we're like four Craig Davids, really, aren't we?
That's a super trainer. Yeah, this is like designer stubble. What we've got going on. What you had, Fontaine, was like a full winter coat,
lumberjack style.
Yeah, not designer. It was not a fashionable item, but it wore it with pride. It's like an old dusty coat made from a sort of feral dog that you find in the road. Put it on. But
whereas we're all in leather jackets on motorbikes.
We're like boy band. We're like sort of boy band Chippendales kind of.
We're just like generic. You were doing something
got
like
that sort of that dead Alsatian droop from your mouth, but it had something.
Had something we didn't have.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
We got looks. We got taste. We got style. We got class. It had something else.
But in all seriousness, you did look like you.
Good.
But when some people grow moustaches, it looks weird. It looks like I don't know how to describe it, but some people look like the moustache was never meant to be on their face. Like it looks like an add-on, like someone's put it. But you actually look like someone from the 1970s.
Rodney Rush.
Rodney Rush.
Yeah. One of the Rushells. Yeah. Yeah, it can come back.
Yeah, bring it
Love
back.
to see it. Love to see it come back.
Yeah, the share price has taken an instant knock since you got rid of it.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Christmas, Dave?
I'm doing my bit for the good of the world, and I'm having a
Vasectomy?
It's cold.
Sorry. Just popped into my head. Sorry, what are you doing?
Oh, it's very good. I'll give you that one. No, I'm having an old chap round for dinner. Not in a Hannibal Lecter sense.
You're both having the snip.
I'm gonna cook him. I'm gonna cook him dinner. I'm not gonna cook him. I'm gonna cook him dinner. So
you're just gonna be hanging around all afternoon.
Oh, that's really nice. Is that the guy you volunteer with?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so it'll be two lonely old men together, and therefore we won't be lonely. So
yeah, that's really nice.
There we go. I had an idea for a nice little feature actually. Seeing we've had such an awful year, I thought it might be nice if we could try and extract some highlights from our last 12 months, some happy things, because I think there must be some. There are some. So let's get away from all that negativity and sadness, and let's put a positive spin on 2020. Let's try and sell this year as if it was anything other than some kind of horror story.
I'd like to somehow incorporate your moustache into this campaign.
That was the only highlight of 2020 for me. Ollie's moustache. Well, what were your kind of highlights of 2020, Dave? What were your things to be grateful for?
Things to be grateful for in 2020. I suppose like the little things. Really, it's a year that's taught me to appreciate the little things. Spending time with people when we've been able to, getting out into the countryside, trips in the van. A very nice relationship, family. My course, starting a new chapter in my life. That's been really good. And yeah, I think maybe an experience which has perhaps taught us the fragility of things that we take for granted. Perhaps. What about you, Joe?
What's that?
What about you? Apart from the new Paul McCartney album.
I mean, well, okay, thank you. That's teed me up a treat. Yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing the absolute media onslaught that Paul McCartney's been on in the last couple of weeks. That's been nom. I'm just fill me up. Yeah, that's been really nice. I just like to see him out there, getting out and about, talking.
On horseback predominantly.
On horseback. I mean, it's lovely to see him on horseback. That man rides. He looks like his thighs were made for horses. But yeah, so that's been very nice. I don't know. It's been quite. I quite enjoyed quite a few months of being at home. I don't think that it affected me in a particularly negative way. It would be nice to see people, but I've been quite enjoying just being at home, because that's kind of what I like anyway. I'm trying to think what else has been good about this year. Well, things to be grateful for is all my friends and family are predominantly healthy, so that's obviously something. It's been nice to be around and see Danny growing up rather than being at work every day. That's a big bonus. Although he is going to be going to nursery in February, and there's a large part of me that's very, very, very happy about that too. So it's a real swings and roundabouts. It's lovely to see him all the time, but I would like to outsource some care. What about Fontas? What are your highlights of 2020?
Trying not to be sick. That's the main highlight. I don't know.
No coronavirus for you?
No coronavirus. I feel like I've got it right a minute though. I don't know, mate. I'm gonna have to take a pass, mate.
The parties were good. I remember you regaling us with stories about how you would sort of hide in your lair and lure women in to have sex with them.
I don't know.
Yes, the spider. The month of being the spider at the centre of the web. That was.
Yeah. Comical couple of months, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's been some pretty good, like, outdoor party kind of things, but I don't know. I'm drawing, lads, you go on. I'm drawing a proverbial blank here, boys. Yeah. I'm just trying not to be sick.
What have we learned? What have we learned this year? What can we take away from this?
Well, I'll tell you something that I learned. For a long time, I had this sort of persistent, I thought it was like tinnitus in my ear. And every time I moved my ear, it was like being underwater a little bit. And I thought, you know what's happened? Too many years next to Marshall speaker stacks playing All I Want for Christmas Is You, booming through the speakers. I thought it's made some permanent
doing
damage.
The windmill.
Windmilling. And then I sort of investigated a bit further with my finger, and then I pulled out a bit of wax, and on that wax, it sort of led me to something unfurled, and what it was a hair that, and I'm not kidding you, it was about this long and had grown inside my ear, and I pulled it, and pulled the thing out, it was about 1.5 inches long.
Wow. That must have, I mean, if you could bottle that feeling.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. I felt like a weight had been lifted, a medical diagnosis had been removed, and I had this marvelous souvenir as well.
Yeah. So where is it now? The hair.
Laminated. I imagine.
It's above the sofa in the living room. Yeah. No, so that was good. That was a highlight for me.
That's pretty strong stuff. Yeah.
Like Dave said, it's the little things. I think I already flagged up a little tip that I found earlier on in the year is that if you get, if you normally have a cup of tea of a day or a cup of coffee, and you just use water from the tap, what you can do is make that kettle work a little bit harder. Get cold filtered water from the fridge, put it in the kettle. Kettle's got to do the extra legwork, but you get a really crisp, clean cup of tea out of that. So that's number 2.
Hey Russ, wait till you get to my age. That pulling your hairs out your ears thing becomes a weekly occurrence, nay, daily actually. My ears are like some kind of party favor.
Really? I get like a weird hair that grows like on the skin, like between, like just below where my hair stops there. It's like a thick hair. Every kind of couple of weeks, I just have to like pluck it out, and it's like that long growing into my face. Really, really nice. I look forward to the plucking days so much. I would say that, yeah. I mean, similar to you, Russ. That started happening about a year ago, and that's been a real boon to me. Actually, that's really kept me going. Just looking forward to the next time I'm going to pluck it.
All the time. I'm with you. New, hairs everywhere. But one like that, that's like
that's a once in a lifetime, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I like that again.
It'd probably grow out straight next time, but it had curled in. It could have been in there for 10 years.
I had a cyst on my shoulder.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah, tell me more.
And it was like a sort of I'm trying to think of a good description of it really. Like imagine like a sort of a woman's breast implant, a very small one, just under my back here. And I eventually like was able to lance it and drain it, and it was like,
yes, please. Did you film it?
How did you do that?
With something sharp, and then I kind of did this.
What did you use?
Squeezed. I think I used a scalpel actually.
Wow.
I just jabbed it. I just did this, and I could like massage out this. I don't know what to describe it really as. Pus.
I mean, that does sound like the start of the movie The Fly, when Jeff Goldblum first notices the growth on his shoulder, How long ago was this?
This was around the time I was playing with the machine, actually.
Okay.
the fly machine.
I mean, have you found yourself kind of climbing up walls and vomiting over your food and then sucking it back up again?
I've been doing that for a few years. So
you do always hover around shit these days. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Is that a bog? Yeah, I'm just gonna hang around here for a little bit.
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me.
You really struggle with like plain glass doors, don't you? Finding your way out of them.
Yeah.
Does all make sense now.
When you go around to people's houses, you just run around the front room for it, just go ah.
Yeah, these are all characters. These are all. I don't know why you're just telling me stories about things that I actually do. Yeah, this is all legit.
That must have been very scary and satisfying simultaneously.
It was both. Yeah, it was like, it was painful because it was a lot. It was like an egg cup full of gunge. It's good.
Had you gone to the doctor about it?
No.
I was going to say, if they said, get a scalpel yourself, I'll just scalpel it yourself.
Get in there.
From the kitchen, just the scalpel drawer.
Get one out of the scalpel drawer, yeah. It's, if it had gone on any longer, I would have gone there, but it was like a big spot. It was like under the skin, just needed a little pressure release. And it was a lot of pressure release. Very satisfying.
That was very satisfying, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So, apart from your draining your cyst, Dan, any other
this is
2020?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I know it doesn't get any better than that, but
I'm sad to say that wasn't even something that happened this year. That was just a pleasurable.
You've just been looking for a chance to brag about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a good time. Well, Russ was talking about his ear hair, and I was just thinking,
wow.
I've also enjoyed that pleasure once.
Which pleasure?
You were describing your ear hair, and I was just thinking, I'd had that satisfying feeling of releasing some of your body.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, how your body just occasionally throws a curveball. It's like, I'm just going to stop doing, stop business as usual, and surprise, there's a massive growth on your shoulder, or I'm just going to grow a hair in here. The times that those happen, though, there's something quite magical about those, because it's like saying, you know what? Let's take a break from tradition. I'm going to grow here.
Let's find out what's going to happen. Yeah.
I had a section of my beard fall out once.
Oh.
That was interesting. That's
like a whole
2p piece. Yep, completely bold as a baby's proverbial.
And were you frightened by something? What happened?
It all went white. I don't know. I think it was. I was told it was like a localized alopecia. But yeah, just all fell out. It's a big chunk.
Which bit was it? Oh, there.
Yeah.
And it all came back.
Yeah, eventually. Well, initially it grew back very kind of like fine hairs, grey hairs, and then eventually got thicker, and now back to normal. But a bit disconcerting for a man who's sported facial fuzz for many, many years to think that, it was all going to go.
Yeah, that is.
But I got lucky.
I can't even imagine you without facial hair, Dave.
Yeah, I can't imagine seeing the rest of my face.
Who I mean, you've sported a bit of scruff for nigh on 15 years.
Before it was cool, and now after it's cool as well. So, yeah.
You've ridden that wave.
Beard times. I couldn't grow this. I couldn't grow. I still can't. Look. Yeah. What a nightmare. What age does that happen? What age does that bit come in? Yeah.
Yeah, I got that as well.
Yeah.
I got that bit.
You don't need it.
I know you don't need it, but it's just.
You just grow it long and kind of comb it over either side. Just kind of sweep it under. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, effect. Yeah, it's not been the most highlights. I think what we're grasping towards, with Dan picking up his highlight having not even happened this year.
And it was assist. I mean,
I'm just
really
joining
saying
in. I'm
something.
just I'm just following where the conversation goes.
Oh, my highlight of the year. Assist I had last year, actually. Yeah, that's my highlight. Yeah.
My highlight of 2020 is the fact that there's only 7 days left of 2020, perhaps.
And what a 7 days we've got in store. Really riding out on a high.
Yeah, it's exciting. You never know what's going to happen.
No.
Ollie's having his Gino Ginelli Christmas. Dave is being very altruistic and having an old man friend. Dan, you're absorbing your poor family.
Yeah.
Skittles.
Dave, can we have a little chat about how romantic is your evening going to be? Where on the dial? We're between how do you know what I mean? Like, where do you come in at? Like, imagine the beginning of this event. So he comes in. Is there going to be a kiss?
I mean, if you really want to set the tone for Bizarre, yeah, you can just come in. Just like you could give him a flower, couple of candles. So glad you're here for Christmas Day.
Yeah, I mean, I think, start as you mean to go on.
£50 note in his hand.
Yeah.
Shh.
Just put my finger over his lips.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
It's okay. There's no buses.
Yeah.
Can't get.
There's no buses. That's a great first opening line. Last bus, mate. That was unlucky.
It's gone.
It's gone. Drink. There's nothing in it.
Why is it fitting?
It's just alcohol.
Yeah. Would you like a non-spiked beverage? Why did you say it like that? What?
Well, you can't have one.
But you can have this. Yeah. What about
Will you watch them? So, Dave, once you've had your meal, lovely, an absolutely enjoyable time, and you've had conversation.
Deliverance.
Will you sit on the sofa, mano a mano, and watch a movie? And
yeah,
so,
I mean, he does like his porn, so I imagine if we could get some porn on, Christmas porn, maybe some kind of themed,
Yeah, because otherwise it'll be seedy.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, just see where it goes from there, I suppose. The cider will be flowing and large-breasted women on the TV. I don't really... If that's not the Christmas spirit, I don't know what else is.
And then for pudding?
Yes, I'll be having a pudding.
Vienetta or something?
Oh, Vienetta. I haven't had Vienetta for years. Is Vienetta Italian as well? In the same way.
So Italian.
Oh, very Italian.
Super.
Quintessentially Italian.
Yeah, I mean, it always they always like built it up as being a real luxury food, but I never actually thought it was very nice.
I love.
Did you ever taste any proper Italian Vienetta?
What you're saying that the Vienetta I get in Iceland is not Italian?
No, that is quintessentially Italian.
Yeah, okay.
That's as Italian as it goes. I think that
it may be manufactured and boxed in Watford, but it is quintessentially Italian.
I think I'm right in saying that all Vienetta is made in the town of Vienetta. Otherwise, they have to call it chocolate layered cake. Yeah. It's like it's like champagne has to be made in the Champagne region. It's the same with Vienetta. So all the stuff you get in Iceland, that's coming from the small rustic town of Vienetta, where the locals do as they've always done. Just carefully, one small boy places a layer of chocolate. An elderly grandpa pats him on the head and says, "You're a good boy, Gino." The next one spreads a little layer of ice cream, and then a foreman comes in and whips them all and says, "Faster! Iceland isn't going to stock itself." And thus The
The
town
magic-
of Vienetta continues.
Well, no, that is on one side of the town, but of course on the other side of the town, they just chip it out of rock, don't they? Just chunk, 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 and little Viennettas come out. So when you get them and they're a little bit misshapen, you know that's from the side where they've been hewn from rock.
It's from the Vienetta seam, isn't it? There's a large Vienetta seam in that area.
That's
of,
right.
Of Italy.
Yeah.
That's right.
It has to be the right temperature.
Yeah, I mean they're all. I mean those poor Viennette. I was going to say Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, you know the
Vienetta.
Vietnamese. Yeah,
Vietnamese.
working underground in the ice cream mines, just chipping away for our
It's
pleasure.
melting.
But, you know, you've got
Well,
a way up.
little known fact that when they chip away and it doesn't come out as a sort of oblong, the tiny little shards are actually used for cornettos. That's where cornettos come from.
In the neighbouring town of Cornetto.
Yeah. It's more a principality of Vienetta. So that's why they can cut rock.
Where does the Gino Ginelli region come into this? Is that kind of, are they subsumed within the wider county of Gino Ginelli?
It's like the state.
Yes.
This
Okay.
State mandated area. And,
Yeah.
and then if you're within Vienetta or Cornetto, if you travel, then anything made from those places comes under the bracket of Gino Ginelli and it's shipped to Iceland.
Yeah. So the mayor of Gino Ginelli is the one. He's overseeing the whole operation.
Don
He's the
Vienetta.
foreman.
Don
Foreman.
Vienetta.
Oh, Don Vienetta.
He's got a little pointy hat.
Made out of an ice cream cone.
A little dribble of mint ice cream runs down. Oh.
I wonder if you can still get them.
What, Gino Ginelli or Vienetta?
Vienetta.
Yeah.
I might get one.
mate.
I think that'll complete the
You've been
seduction.
shopping in Waitrose too long. Get back in the real world. It's full of Vienetta.
Cornetto, full of Cornetto.
I
full
couldn't
of
even afford a plastic bag in Waitrose.
Oh, you better get 9 Vienetta then.
I'll give you a wicker basket these days, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, zing. Someone just took down Waitrose.
Shopping in Waitrose, I'll have a Charlie Bingham pork pie, £13.50 plus VAT. Put it in my wicker basket. Thanks very much. Waitrose.
Oh, yeah, Vienetta is sold in Italy in all supermarkets.
Of course it is.
It's law, Dave. It's law.
Previously known as Comtessa in Spain due to a legal problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't say what the legal problem was.
The Spanish can't comment further on that. Otherwise,
they refused to be, famously, they refused to be drawn on the matter. Very tight-lipped about the whole Vienetta Contessa debacle. Those Spaniards.
Almost caused a war, if I remember.
yes, the Viennese War of 1076.
And they were, when several thousand people got the pointy end of a cornetto in the eye.
Yeah, look
Just
at that.
launched like arrows, like little
Whoa.
javelins.
Oh, don't, Dave. I'll tell you what, though, the mint one, Dave's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Why
Yeah,
don't you put one on for Christmas, Dave?
Yeah,
Get-
no, that's what I'm thinking.
Get
Yeah.
one in.
Unfortunately, it is according to Wikipedia, this must be wrong. It's a British ice cream product.
No.
No.
Mate.
No, mate.
I mean,
what's it called?
some-
What's its name?
Yeah. Is his name I don't know, Sheffield Ice Cream? No.
Haywood Heath ice cream. No, mate.
Check who last edited it. Is it by any chance Consueca Emmanuel Spaniardo? Probably.
Yeah, there's a lot of beef there. Oh, here we go. Related articles, Cornetto. So
Yeah. Well, of
Okay.
course.
Obviously.
Same principality.
made from
Principality of Vienetta.
chips of Vienetta. Yeah, chunks of incomplete Vienetta.
There you go.
Okay, look, on the off chance anyone is watching this just do the world a favour, and just in case it doesn't say on Wikipedia because of the bloody Spanish kind of trying to railroad it all, just add in the information about the Vienetta mines and the Vienetta seam and the Great War between and Don Vienetta and the mayor of Gino Ginelli, because otherwise history's lost, and the good people of the Gino Ginelli region get their history erased, and it's like they fought all those bloody wars for nothing.
Yeah.
So that's
a great misjustice, isn't it?
It is a great misjustice.
Tragic.
It's tragic. It's but once a year, every Christmas, we crack open a Vienetta and we think about.
I toast it like a pint glass. Vienetta's like I would drink a pint glass.
And we do it as they've always done. We pick up the Vienetta. Cheers to you all. Down in one. Gino Ginelli.
Gino.
So this year we have completed more Slapback Chat Frats than we've done this season of Slapback Chat Frat, which will be concluded this year. Is our longest ever.
Feeling that production, I feel pumped out and pumped up at the same time.
Yeah,
it's just when you get on a roll with something, when you're motivated, when you find your flow, when you're in that kind of zen, you just think, okay, we've just made Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sergeant Pepper. Why don't we keep it rolling?
Keep it recording. Keep going.
Just keep the tape rolling, because you're not going to want to miss any of this.
Yeah. You can't stop the snowball rolling down the hill, collecting more snow.
Once you've done Van Halen 2, and Van Halen 3, David Lee Roth goes solo. That's what happens. And you just keep pumping that out. You get a new singer in, Sammy Hagar. You make a live album, right?
Is this your way of saying that one of us has to go solo? With their own poorly watched Skype-based podcast where they just sit and talk to themselves.
You've had a great run. You've had an absolutely great run, Joe. And we all, at the board meeting before you came on,
we decided
thought if anybody can do it successfully, you are a person in the group.
If anyone can do it successfully, good luck.
You're one of them.
But you're the one who's going.
So we've actually set it up for you. It's called Joey's Body Podcast.
Whose body podcast?
Yep.
What am I just talking about bodies?
Sweat. It's about your sweat.
Okay. Yep. I reckon I could spend a couple of seasons out of that.
Dan's going to come on for a guest spot about his cyst.
Yeah.
I don't want. No. Already you're diluting it. I want it.
Hair feature.
I don't. No offense, guys, but if I'm being pushed out, I want it pure. I want it just one man. One mic, unfiltered.
Yeah.
They'll try and take me off the air. Fucking just try.
Good luck.
That's it. I'm off the. I'm off the leash now. And you know what? You guys have done me a favour. Because I'm too good for this anyway, and I've been, I want to spread my wings. And you guys, you've been clipping my wings all these bloody years. I've been trying to spread them, and you've been like, maybe keep them in a little bit. No, I don't want to keep them in. I want to spread them. Spread them wide, fly high.
Actually,
how close to the sun? Into the sun, mate. I'm going all the fucking way into the sun.
There was a typo. It was actually Dave that's going solo.
Oh, good, because I really want to stay. I don't want to be out on my own.
Okay. We've taken everything you said into consideration.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry for. I mean, a lot of that loose lip sync ships and all that. I mean, anyway, very glad to be back in the bosom of Slapback Chat. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I love you guys. I didn't want to say all that stuff. It's just, sometimes you just say stuff. And anyway,
it's
great to have you back.
Water under the bridge.
Oh, so much water gone.
I remember what you said. It's probably not even recorded or anything.
This is fine.
Cool. Dave, what's your new podcast?
It's going to be Dave Spreads Wide Open. Oh, no. Maybe it's going to be Dinner with Dave.
Dinner with Dave.
Oh,
A series of elderly people that I invite round under false pretenses and endeavour to seduce them.
da 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 Dinner with Dave.
I think we might have some copyright issues with that music, but
No,
yeah,
that's,
if you
that's legit.
change a couple of keys and that'll be good.
And of course, famously, as the format goes, that's how you greet each guest. You know, ding dong, door open. Dinner with Dave. Yeah.
The last bus home has already gone.
You've said your last word.
That's going to be my catchphrase.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
This is not. It's not about you. This is not a conversation. This is dinner with Dave.
What about this? What about you can have
David
you can have a signature pudding, which would be Vienetta with what's the Angel Delight as well on top, or mixed together. Oh my goodness.
Or like Heston Blumenthal, where you get like a massive turkey, and they're like, "Oh, that turkey looks good." Cut into
Ice
it,
cream.
made entirely of Gino Ginelli.
Oh, to perfection.
Every course looks like a real course. Cut into it, Vienetta.
And then finish off with a Vienetta, which is actually stuffed with turkey.
Yeah.
Yes.
This has taken a long time.
I like the idea of spin-offs. Russ, we've got to be able to do a spin-off show for you.
Yeah, it'd probably just be this, but without you four.
Yeah, it just it'd just be 4 moments of silence and every now and then some wittiness.
Yeah, just what I say. Because the thing is, I want to do the spin-off, but having been in the business a while, I don't want to put in any more hours. You know, I want to use the content that's already out there to maximise profits, as per board meeting earlier. So Dan would probably cut out maybe 6 to 10 hours of reaction and just great things I've said, clip it all together, pump that out over a year or so.
So you're not doing anything new. You just so your spin-off podcast is Dan gets a lot more admin work.
I don't think any of us do anything new these days.
I'm down.
Okay, well, I mean, it sounds like we're all staying together, but we're all splitting up. Although I'm back in from Joe's Body podcast. That's no longer a thing.
You've got to know your base. If you talk to Donald Trump,
limits as well. I mean, I don't. You know, who am I? If we take that, Jason Orange, if I'm lucky, you know I'm not going solo. I'm not a Mark Owen or a Gary Barlow or Robbie Williams. I'm a Jason Orange understudy.
And the other one, whose name I can't remember, you could be that.
Oh,
guy.
come on, Howard.
Howard what?
Get in
Doesn't matter, mate. It's just Howard, isn't it?
Howard the Duck.
Okay, just got one name.
Howard from Take That.
We can't lend you that much money, Mr. Howard from Take That.
When he goes to the bank for a loan, as he inevitably does, they say, Mr. from Take That. Okay, should we wrap it up?
Well,
I think Pontus is slowly dying in the corner.
It's a tough schedule we've had throughout this year.
Can you smell anything, Pontus? Can you taste anything?
Burnt toast. I don't know. I feel like I'm
That's
having
it.
a stroke.
That's good.
Are you actually ill, Fontes?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just continuously spinning out. This is quite the experience.
Oh wow! How long have you been like that for?
Like about the last 3 hours.
Shit.
I'd say about the last hour and 20 minutes. That would make more sense.
I mean, yeah.
this is
Well,
gonna
we don't
feel
wanna
like
have, we
this
don't
is
want to
gonna
have
be.
another death on our podcast, so I think we should call it.
Yeah, I don't want to die like this.
At least grow the mustache back.
Yeah.
It would be so inappropriate if this was your last ever episode.
Yeah, because people would have to...
Continuity.
No, but I mean, just people just watching... The thought of people actually watching this back and going, oh, God, Ollie, what a lovely guy, but they have to go through all this cis talk and like Gino Giannelli.
And then just death.
I mean, the poor bastard spent the last 3 hours of his life while his 4 friends just talked about Vienetta.
Oh my
If
God.
he'd left at the point where the Principality of Vienetta had been announced, he would have survived. He absolutely would have gone on to live a fantastic life. But that last 30 minutes, that was enough for the brain disease to absolutely take hold.
This is going to be shown at your funeral. And he was so happy. Look how happy he is.
He was so happy at the start with his love of the show. And this is fun to what makes you the Gold Star Team Member of the Year.
Even through this,
Right?
even through his
100%.
dying moments. Yeah.
You're still
Team player.
pumping out content.
It's,
I respect for that. I
I mean,
respect.
it's always been your credo. Nothing more important than content, and you are living it, my friend. Content till the very end. All right. Well, listen, we really should stop so that you can just go to bed and feel better.
Have a glass of water and a Nurofen.
Yes,
Yeah.
but do let us know over the next couple of days how you're doing.
I'll see you guys in hell.
No,
Yes.
not in hell.
We'll see you Christmas Day for the 12-hour stint.
Yeah, well, Christmas Eve first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the. Yeah, obviously, get your rest, get better, come to the admin meeting.
Go back to the office.
Yeah.
You got 24 hours.
Get that drip in. Absolutely. Just revitalise yourself. And then there are paying audience members, so back on the train.
Back on the train.
Chin up.
Chin up, mate. That's right. Well,
21.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been our last show of 2020. What a cliffhanger this is.
Yeah, will Ollie
Jesus.
live or die?
Till I die.
And actually, really, none of us know. So hopefully it's...
No.
Don't die. Don't die, because we do want
No,
you.
don't. Seriously, don't.
Seriously,
no.
don't die, because that would suck. That would suck.
It'd ruin the next series.
Yeah, no. Stay alive, mate. You bet.
I don't know how we're going to do a serious in memoriam. I just don't think we've got. I don't think we're going to judge the tone right. And I don't think it's the right medium.
We're not the right people, are we? We're not
No, you've got to play to your strengths, and I don't think we're capable. So
We
just
do
keep it
try and
together.
cut out. Get the Turkish version to do the in memoriam
We'll outsource it. to,
without the lead host.
Who do
Yeah.
you want to play you in the future?
Ian Rush's son. I don't know.
Okay. You know what?
We'll get him. We'll get him.
We'll get him.
We'll get him.
You
Whatever want,
little
whatever
soldier. We'll get Ian Rush's son for you. You just get better. We'll get on the blower. Don't worry. He's as good as in. All right. Well, you get better. Feel better. And yes, let us know how you're doing over the next few days. Hope it's nothing.
I hope so.
Yes.
Not now. It's Christmas.
Not now. No. If there's any Christmas cheer left, whoever's watching this out in the ether, right? If you're watching this and it's Christmas Day, and you're thinking, "How's Ollie?" Send him some love. Get him on Facebook. Ring him up. Let's give out his number.
Okay.
Don't
There's
let
one
him get a moment's rest. Just ring. How you doing, mate?
If there's one thing that's going to sort
Still
us
okay?
out, 6 courses of Gino Giannelli followed by
Yeah,
Vienetta.
I'll sort you out. You'll be all
By the
right.
way, Ollie's phrase there, "Not now, it's Christmas." That would make a very good Christmas song. You could.
Not now.
Not now, it's
now.
Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
That's a plan for next year. All right. Well, you get better soon, Fonts, and see you guys in 2021.
Next time on Slapback Chat Frat. See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Be safe,
Stay well.
Ollie. Bye.
Bye.
Slapback chat.